Our friends Jeff Saturday and Andrew Hawkins created a list together of the top 5 most improved teams at the deadline. The teams that over the course of, let's call it the last 2 weeks or so, helped themselves the most. And you see the order there. The Commanders at 5, the Steelers at 4, the Bills at 3, the Lions getting Zadarius Smith at 2, and then the Chiefs with their acquisition of DeAndre Hopkins at number 1. And that, of course, is coming right on the heels of the huge Monday night game that DeAndre Hopkins played. So let's do it this way. Dan, what was your favorite subject in school?
Recess.
Recess. Wow. Recess. How about math? Did you like math?
I'm a numbers guy. Yeah,
okay, let's do math. I got math. It is time for math. Here we go. I've got a very simple mathematical equation. Dan Orlovsky,
yes, sir.
You will like this one. Kansas City Chiefs plus DeAndre Hopkins equals what?
Impossible to stop in the red zone offensively. That's the real impact that Hop has brought to this football team. This football team, before the trade, was 25th when it comes to red zone success. Since they've acquired DeAndre Hopkins, they're 7 for 8 down in the red zone. Hop's got 2 touchdown catches this past Monday night. They haven't had a receiver have 2 touchdown catches in the red zone since 2021. And here's the biggest reason why. Harry, you notice. J-Mac, you notice. They now have someone that can hurt you when you overcommit to Travis. If you look at those 2 touchdowns, say Winfield Jr. had to take Travis, well, there goes Hop. Or he had a shade to Travis, there goes Hop. That's the thing that's been really lacking in this offense. Outside of explosive plays, they now have it.
I also like the mindset of Andy Reid, right? What is DeAndre Hopkins known for in the red zone? Catching the fade ball, right? So that corner was playing the fade ball. Andy Reid said, you know what? We're going to run a slant right here. Wide open on the slant, touchdown. Also, you see the first touchdown he called, it's called a baseline route, Z baseline.
Yeah.
Great job. Throw it up to DeAndre Hopkins. They can also put him in the middle of the football field on little dip routes when he's one-on-one with a linebacker, then dip over the top that we've seen a lot of other teams run in the National Football League. So I really love DeAndre Hopkins in the red zone, but also providing something for Patrick Mahomes that he's never had. A contested catch guy. Just put it anywhere in his vicinity, and Hop's going to come down with it.
That's the part I love when we saw on the broken play where he threw it up. Because remember, that was the first question we talked about was, is Patrick Mahomes going to have trust to just throw the ball up there? And we saw it the first time when him on the field, him trusting him to do that.
So look, the Chiefs they have within their sights now 2 things that have never been done. They have the perfect season sitting there in front of them, which of course has never been done in a 17-game season. They have the three-peat, which has never been done in the Super Bowl era. So you would think that would be motivation enough. But I want to play you something that our friend Teddy Bruschi said. So this was on Sunday NFL Countdown. And as you guys will work with me know, I like to know in advance what everybody is going to say. But Chad Minatullo, who is the producer of Sunday NFL Countdown, said, just set Teddy Bruschi up. He wants to say something to and about Randy Moss that will apply to the DeAndre Hopkins acquisition in Kansas City. And boy, am I glad I did. Here's what Teddy said.
This is a locker room in Kansas City that most of these guys got multiple championships in their back pocket, okay?
Yeah.
They're 6-0, and now here in comes a player that I guarantee you, to a man, every one of them has respect for, okay? That gives you motivation. That gives you motivation because someone's coming in that has not felt in their career what you've felt multiple times. And you want to do that for that player. One of the biggest regrets of my career is not winning a championship with this man right here. In 2007, ask every one of those players that were on that team. We had Seau, we had Moss. We wanted a win for them because of the immense respect that we had for them. And then they come in, and now you're their teammate. So the Moss effect, the Hopkins effect, what it's going to have on all of those players that know now, we got a guy that's wanted it his entire career. I saw it in your eyes. I saw it in your eyes when you were there, that wanted it his entire career, and we can help you get that. That's motivation for everyone in that locker room.
I mean, all the players sitting at the desk here nodding, and on some level, you experienced a version of this.
No question. And my career doesn't hold a candle to Randy or DeAndre Hopkins while he's still playing. But I won an 0-16 team in Cleveland in 2017. I get traded to the New England Patriots. And I remember we beat the Houston Texans in the first game of the season. And Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, comes up to me. And I'm yelling and screaming, running in the locker room. And we won the first game of the season. I only played 5 plays in that game. And that's how excited I was to win. win. And Kraft comes up to me and was like, it's so special having you here. What you've gone throughout your career. It's my 10th year, had never made the playoffs, had never won my division. And I remember fast forward to the end of the season, we lose to Miami Dolphins on a Miami Miracle. Then we go to Pittsburgh and we lose. Both of those games would have gotten us a division. We fall short. Guys came up to me in the locker room and was like, man, I'm sorry. We owe you a T-shirt and a hat. And the next game, we end up winning the last 2 games, go on a run, and we win the Super Bowl. And throughout that entire year, from the moment I got traded and I sat down with Belichick, his whole thing was, you're going to offer a lot of guys perspective. We have guys in this locker room that have been here for 3 years and have played in 3 Super Bowls, and they haven't done to get there. And me coming there from what I went through gave that perspective.
I think also from the side of DeAndre Hopkins, right, being on a bad football team, now he's rejuvenated. He's going to be motivated more and want to be awesome for the team and the guys that he's now playing with. And it kind of reminds me of, you go out drinking late at night, right, and you